All right, for my coloring book, you can see that I have all of the components panel set up. I have things named, so I have my 3 coloring pages here, my spinner, my slider, my canvas, and then I've got all of my colors down here at the bottom. I don't have any of those set yet. I do have them uploaded. I'll probably get them set later. You don't have to have your pictures attached to be able to code it. You just have to have the components built. So I'm going to go into blocks. And the first thing I'm going to code is my canvas. So over here, I'm looking for the canvas. I click on that, and I'm going to grab this top one that says when canvas 1 dragged. The first thing we're doing is making it so that we can draw scribble lines on our pages. So when canvas 1 drag, and then I want to draw a line. So I'm going to click on canvas again, and I'm going to scroll down to my 4th purple one that says call canvas 1 draw a line. That's going to get dragged into here. Now, you can't do this part on a touch screen of an iPad. You actually have to use the trackpad for this because you need to get your mouse and it has to hover over where it says Prev X. So we're going to grab Prev X because just like in math, we use X's and Y's and locations to be able to draw lines in here. So Prev X is going to be the spot that the line starts. So of course, your Y1 is going to be Prev Y. Where we end the line is going to be current X and current Y. Now, if for some reason your trackpad on your iPad doesn't work and you can't hover here, you can come over to your blocks, choose variables, and grab the get from here. And when you attach that, you'll be able to choose it from the drop down here. Throw away that extra piece of code. So now if you test this on your tablet, you should be able to scribble a line on your canvas. The next thing we're going to do is dots, which is a canvas 1 touch. So I'm going to go to canvas again, and I'm going for not touch down or touch up, just a regular touch. So when canvas 1 touched, that gets dragged out. I'm going to go back to canvas 1, and I want to draw a circle this time. So I'm scrolling down a little bit. Canvas 1, draw a circle. With this one, we're going to do a hover again. We're going to get the X, we're going to get the Y. This goes to the center. So wherever I touch my tablet screen, that's going to be the center of my circle. And then the radius, we actually want to be able to change based on our slider. If you did not build a slider on your designer view yet, you don't have this block. So I'm going to choose slider 1. And for that one, I'm looking for a light green one about thumb position. So light green, slider 1, thumb position. I'm going to put this on here as well. When you test this on your tablet, you should be able to touch the screen and it'll make a dot. If you move that slider back and forth, it will change the size of the dot that you've created. Now, the next thing we want to do is change the size of our line. To do that, we're actually going to go back to your designer view and we're going to click on your spinner. If you don't have a spinner built, throw that on your screen real quick. Your spinner has to have a width set. So mine's 20% because that's how big the vertical arrangement is. And then I need elements from string and selection. Yours are blank right now, but you're going to want to put 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and then do that same thing in selection. These two have to match right here to be able to work. You don't need to have spaces or anything. You just need to have numbers. I recommend starting with these numbers, and then if the line doesn't get thick enough for you, then you can always come back and increase the numbers to like 5, 10, 15, 20. But start with this for now. Back in your blocks, under the canvas 1, since we're changing the size of the line width, we're actually going to start with canvas over here. And we're looking for a dark green one that says set canvas 1 line width. So we're scrolling down and it's dark green right here, set canvas 1 line width. We're going to put that above where you draw the line because the order that the code appears is the order the program runs. If you don't put it above, then you're going to draw the line before you can actually do anything with it. For our end piece of the puzzle on this one, now we're going to choose our spinner from the list over here. And we're choosing spinner 1 selection index. It's kind of, I don't know, halfway down. Spinner 1 selection index, it is light green. It's go right here on the end. Now when you test on your tablet, you'll be able to click that spinner and you'll see that line 1 is skinny and line 9 is a little bit thicker. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to build a color. We are only going to build one color together because they're all the same after that. If you haven't named your color buttons, you should really do that on your designer before you start to code them. So mine is going to be red. That's the one I'm choosing to code. So I'm going to pull out when red click. And then that is going to change the canvas paint color. So I'm going to go to canvas and I'm looking for the one that talks about paint color. It is dark green. So scrolling down, it's not background color, not background image. Still scrolling, there it is, set canvas 1 paint color. Now colors are one of your built-ins up here at the top. So when you click on color, you can choose one that already exists, like there's a red on here. But if I'm looking at these and I don't like them all that much, I have two options. The more difficult option, but one that you can use if you are artistically inclined, is you can make a color by using an RGB code. You can find those online. What I would recommend most of you do is just pull out any one of these paints and then you can click in it and it gives you more options than just the initial color palette. Pick the one that you want and now I have a red that will work. So now when I test it on my tablet, I can click on my red button and when I draw my line, it's going to be in red. I need to do that for all of my paint colors. So I'll do that for orange and whatever other colors you have. Remember, you have to have 5 total colors for the minimum grade. That should all be done next class before you walk in.